Hello, everybody. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
We'll say hi to y'all
Um,
when everybody gets here. There's a few people. Finders keepers asked if you were feeling better.
yeah, yeah. I was very under the weather yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry you weren't feeling well. I'm glad you're feeling better. One half of your
Yeah.
name here is Patrick Parker. LL was
Yep.
the first
There's
one.
Patrick.
Back. Wayne was the
Except
second.
Perez 3.
Barrage. That's Aiden. That's my
Barrage.
little buddy from Texas. I met
Aiden.
at the Texas Treasure Show about 3 years
Hey,
ago
Patty.
now. Good to see you, buddy. We also have Wayne and Finders Keepers, Lucky Duck Digger, Colleen. Yeah, I knew.
Patrick tomorrow at 7.
Oh, you're on tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Something to do tomorrow night. Well, I have my foot elevated. Workman's Adventures.
Hey, Workman.
Uh, so over the weekend, what did you do?
I worked.
Mark worked.
Worked.
We're trying to get him out to the Ansley Kate fundraiser. Um,
Yep.
Michael said he'll be there tomorrow night.
You got a
Um,
spot on the panel, Mike. You know that.
I went to that. So I used Hip Camp for the first time. Um, Gene Diggs History was talking about it. There's other sites too. I think Harvest Home. There's a couple of them. They're kind of like best way to describe them if you don't are not familiar with them is they're kind of like camper camping Airbnbs.
Okay.
So I was looking for one for lodging because I knew it was going to be really cold overnight, and I found one that was actually less than 10 miles away. Mrs. Can Do, how
This
are you?
kid do.
So that was awesome. The host was above and beyond. Oh, look at my little buddy here. Can't pretty soon I don't think I can call him little anymore. He's in high
Oh.
school. He's a freshman. He's a starter left guard for his football team. He's also a starter for the defensive. Nice,
Yeah.
Aiden.
Yeah. I don't think he's little anymore.
No, I don't think so either. I think the next time I get to see my buddy out there in Texas, he's gonna be towering over me. Good
Yep.
job, man. I can't wait. Like hopefully maybe one day before you graduate high school, I'll be able to make it to a game. Hey, Tri Valley,
Jason.
Jason, BC
Dry
Travel
Valley.
Companies.
Oh, look, he gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, Wayne did very nice. Thank you, Wayne.
No, that was
Uh,
Jason.
was that Jason?
Jason
Oh,
did, yeah.
yeah. Okay, I was reading Wayne's. Wayne said he was a member for 5 months, for 8 months. Thank you, Jason. That very appreciative. Any money my channel makes in the next few months will be going to actually getting two people to their first events.
Cool.
He's smaller now and he's 5'6". Well, you were probably about 5 foot when we met, so you're catching up to me because I'm just shy of 5'7". Being I'm
Hey,
old, I'm probably
Taka.
closer to 5'6" now. Hola, Taka. ¿Qué paso? ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, what
Um,
she said.
so yeah, I went to the Ansley Kate fundraiser. I used Hip Camp for a spot, so it was $70 a night. It was really nice. It was a trailer, but we had use of the bathroom inside, so not a camper, like a utility trailer. And
Nice.
decked it all out. Had bed in it, couch, projection TV, use of the Netflix. She had waters, carbonated beverages, snacks. She had dinner for us. It was a frozen pizza, but
Nice.
and it was really nice. We met them the next day. Actually, the morning we left, we met her the night after the hunt. Constant contact with me, and she,
Keep digging.
hey DB, we got to meet her, their dogs, Spanish Mastiffs, very big dogs, and their goats and sheep, and a really nice couple. It was really, it was worth every penny that I spent to stay there. It was probably worth
Really?
more. We were her first hip camp people. She's had a few Airbnb. And my sister and I plan to stay there again, even if we have nothing to do in Rhode Island. We're just going there to stay there.
Stay
Um,
there. Uh-oh.
my message is on
Aiden's
the
going.
screen. Uh-oh.
Little love interest going on there.
Awesome, Aiden.
Architecture, I think it's a good move.
Architecture or engineer? Or architecture of engineer? No, I think it means or. Nice. Get it. I see you going a lot of places, man. All you got to do is just put your head down and study, study, study. It's cool that you've got a girl you're talking to. That's awesome, but don't let that girl distract you. Keep your head on your studies. You go places. And so the hunt itself was really good. All the stuff in the seated portion were donated. Um, architecture of engineering. He said, and she won't interfere with his studies.
Smart man.
Hey, Timothy. LL's back.
Tim.
Patrick Parker's back. He says, I'm back. So all
Oh,
the stuff in the seated hunt were donated by listeners of Treasure Vortex and by people that know Scott. All the raffles, everything was donated, so that all the money that he raised between sales of the tickets and the raffles could be used towards the family to help out. And after his expenses, which really weren't very much, he was able to give the family $13,008. And so he
hopefully
was
that
talking,
helps.
yeah, he was talking to a few of us earlier before the end of the day, and he was saying he was hoping that at least be able to get 5,000 6,000 to give the family. That's what he was hoping for after expenses. And he was like, I have a list of all the expenses and everything we brought in case anybody wanted to view it. And that's how charitable fundraisers should be. Actually, they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be transparent. So yeah, it's going to help the family immensely because insurance only covers medical, and
Yeah.
I believe that they also covering to stay near the children's hospital. And
Oh,
the mother spoke a little bit, but it was a lot she was saying. So I got forgive me for not remembering every exact word. I know that she's on temporary disability to take care of Ansley Kate. So that's not much. So this way, it's
no,
going to help the
not at
family
all.
with their expenses outside of the immediate care of Ansley Kate. So hey
Hey,
Ed,
Ed.
hashtag Team PG5. Um, so yeah, so it was good. It was good. I heard a couple grumbles about the seated hunt, especially the wheats. I know I'm not the only one that sent wheats, but I sent wheats. And there were some, probably a few big silvers in there. I know I sent, I don't know, 12 or 15 JFKs, and at least half were 40% silver or the 90%, a mix of both. That's okay, Aiden. Treasure hunting will
Yeah.
always be there for you.
And Aiden, I get bored every time to time too.
That's quite all right. It's that's this hobby is gonna be there when you're ready to come back. If you got a couple hours on the weekend and you want to see if you can go find and dig up something, it's always going to be there. That's the cool thing about hobbies. I haven't really detected in probably almost a year, um, and I've got out before I had the shoulder surgery a few times for no more than an hour. So the hobby's going to be there. Focus on football's going to take a lot of your time up this time of year, and
Oh
your
yeah.
education is much more important. So focus on that. But the treasure
And so
seeking,
will your girlfriend. She'll take up a lot of your time too, Aiden.
yeah, that too. And unless you get her into treasure seeking, Um, but the hobby's always going to be there for you, and I'm always going to be your friend. So that's cool by me. I'm excited for your future. I can't wait to see the places this kid goes. He's a smart kid. Young man. Sorry,
Oh,
Aiden.
man, yeah.
Young man. He's a young man. So yeah, the hunt really, it went well. There were quite a few things found. But just like a natural hunt goes, not everybody's gonna find something.
No.
But oh no, it was a good hunt. I mean, we came together and we raised $13,000 to give the family, and that's gonna help. That's gonna go a long way.
Yep.
And so it's good. It's good. Aiden said, "Stop it." Are you still doing Instagram, Hayden? I haven't been on Instagram in so long. I gotta go to yours because I haven't been there in a while.
I think I have an Instagram account, but I don't know.
Yeah, I do, but I so rarely go on. My bestie always sends me stuff on Instagram, and I get the notifications on Facebook. What's up,
Hey,
Marty?
Marty.
Marty Verstyles digging with Marty. So outside of that, this is also what I did this weekend. I don't know if you all can see that lovely swelling on my foot. Actually,
Rachel
I did
got a
that
boo
Monday.
boo.
I got a big boo boo. I did that Monday. There's the side of my foot. I mean, you
Aiden
can't.
says he's using Snap.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't. I have
I
no
haven't
idea what
used.
that is.
It's I don't know. It's for the younger people mostly. I feel. Um, it I think it's like they're very short term posts. It's like Snapchat.
Okay.
Aiden Patrick. Aiden is a freshman in high school. So so anyway, I was stepping off my patio, and when I stepped down, my leg decided it no longer wanted to hold me up. And on the process of tumbling to the right, because it's my right leg, um, my foot hit the edge of the step and twisted. So my ankle, I wouldn't feel very much in any way. I have a weak right ankle. It usually does a twist like that off and on. It looks a lot nastier than it feels, because there's something in my tendon in my ankle when I was baking and my mother didn't form right. So it's kind of, so usually it's painful at first and I can walk it off. But this one, I cannot walk off. It's on the top of my foot, right where my foot meets my leg. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's pretty stiff and sore. And luckily, it's numb from the knee down. So I'm pretty sure if it wasn't, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. So I mean, it hurts, but I'm sure if it wasn't numb, it'd be hurting a lot more. So now I got because I'm now a fall risk, because I'm not the only one
Hey,
in my
bud.
physical therapy that fell this weekend. They want because of the vertebrae that affect my right leg are part of the ones that are um, compressed, or no fluid and all that stuff. So now they want me to go consult a spine doctor, spine surgeon.
Marty. Marty wants to know: did you fall towards your good shoulder?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I landed on this elbow. This is the shoulder that had surgery. Luckily, I
Bet
didn't
you that.
land it.
Bet you that tickled a bit.
Yeah, it's a little sore, but I didn't I don't think I did any damage. I was able to do all my physical therapy stuff, so I can still lift at the same height, well, a little higher each time. But um, so I think my hip and my leg took most of the fall, and then I just laid there for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what we do now that we're older. We lay there.
I think even if I was in my early years of life, I would have laid there. Uh, tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
I didn't even have time. I didn't. It wasn't even a slow fall. You know how sometimes when you fall, it's like slow motion.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that. It was like I was standing there, and then all of a sudden I was tilting, and my ankle said, and that's the noise it made. And then I was landing, and then I was on my back, and I was like, I'm not sure I can get up. I don't have my phone to call anybody in the house or the side attached to my house. You know, like I'm just gonna lay here till the morning. Like, oh, it was funny. Hey, Rob. Speaking of Rob, I'm wearing his shirt. Well, we're gonna get the right side there. Mainly they're fishing, and on the
Tri
back,
Valley.
huh?
Tri Valley's here.
Oh, hey, Brian. There, on the back, it has his logo, and it has a little logo on the front as well.
That's cool.
Yeah. And if you would like a hey Northern Found Blu-ray,
What's up, Northern?
if you'd like one of these T-shirts, they're $18. Mainly they're fishing.
Hey, Charlie.
And wondering if anybody saw me. No, nobody saw me. We're going to need one of the lifeline buzzers. Yeah, I think so, Loretta. I think so. Patrick said I turned yesterday and I've been broken for a while now. Actually, I can't, Rob, because I have him in the car still. Uh, got home late Sunday, had physical therapy Monday, and then decided to jack my ankle up Monday night. So I the only thing literally I took out of my car was my clothes Sunday night. My detectors are still in there. It's really quite painful to, I mean, not debilitating, but pretty painful. But I will actually post a picture on the community tab of your stickers. And next week we will do a giveaway, including one of mainly dirt fishing stickers. Hey, Miss Charlie. Who else we got? Dirt Devlin. How's it going? I know people on the West Coast are taking advantage of the cooler weather. They're out digging. I hope everybody is. I know it's been really dry here. See, I always say Dirt Devlin.
So do I.
Dirt Devil. Patrick, no witness, no foul. Yeah, I know it's still kind of warm. Like it was 80 degrees today, if not more. But next week's gonna be in the 60s. Yes, you may, LL. You may ask a question. That's why we're here. When we run out of topics, it's up to you guys.
Yes.
That's why we watch the chat. We're trying to get ideas. Just like you ask little kids what they want to be when they grow up, because we're still trying to figure it out. Maybe the little kid has a better idea.
Yep. Ask away. Keep ask away.
Miss Charlie asked how you're feeling.
Better.
Hey, Yodi,
Yodi.
is anyone going to Florida hunt next May? It's going to be in
Not me.
Meridian, Mississippi.
Nope.
Hey, digologist, I doubt I'm
Hey,
going.
geologist. Yeah, I just don't want to go.
So these are Rob's stickers. I have a few in the car.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they're nice. And you got these ones.
Hmm.
And then he has his bigger ones. He's had these before. So next week we will have a sticker pack giveaway with one of mainly dirt fishings and a treasure vortex magnet and whatever other stickers I have laying around. LL is trying to get to Florida Hunt next year. Is it still in?
In Mississippi now.
Yeah, but is it still in February or whenever they have it?
Oh, yeah. It's not too bad. Only an hour and 20 minutes from you.
Do you drive, Loretta? Oh, and Patty, when you're watching this later, because Patty Disharoon, her sister's internet's a little wonky right now, but I am sending you the sticker pack you won from Rob, mainly dirt fishing a few weeks ago. He gave me your stickers to mail off. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Oh, it's a May. All right, well, we'll get the word out um, about anybody going to Florida hunt. What would this be? 10, 11? 11.
I don't pay attention. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Brian.
Oh, okay. So we'll work on that. We have till May. We'll figure out a way to get Loretta to the Florida hunt in Mississippi.
Yeah,
There's going to be at least 150 people going, so we'll find somebody.
have you been drinking, Rachel? Because you're really blurry.
Am I? Yeah, I'm moving and my camera doesn't like it. Mm, that better? No, I still kind of look blurry. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
you're
my
still a little
camera.
blurry.
It's my camera. It doesn't have like
There you
adjust.
go.
You know. Good day, Brun. Painting walls. Busy day at Casa Brun. Thanks, Dirt Devil. I think I'm back now. Yes, Patty is a sweetheart. So that's the goals next year, everybody. We got to get Loretta to Florida hunt. So we got till May to see if anybody can let her co-pilot. Uh, she's only an hour and some change from where to be.
Hmm.
So if we get the word out, that's all she needs is a ride there. And we got to
Then
get
a
Diane.
ride back.
Yeah, and a ride back. Don't make her walk back from there.
It will get you there, no problem. Yeah, the way back is your problem.
And then on the way back, yeah, she needs a ride back. Danny boy. And then we got to get Diana to her first hunt. So that would be
Hey, Dan.
Loretta's first hunt, Diana's first hunt, and Patty Disharoon to Gypsy's next year.
Hmm.
Which that won't be hard for me on that one because I will be attending next year. So I will just pick Patty up and take her to it.
Yeah, I can't see me driving to Texas. I just can't do it.
Well, hopefully I'll be more of a nomad by that point.
Yeah, so you might already be in Texas at the time of the dig.
Yeah. But that's the plan anyway. So anything this channel makes is all going towards that, and then we'll definitely get try to get Loretta to Florida hunt. I'll keep my eye open in the chats too and see if anybody we trust um, can give her a ride there. Because for some people it is transportation, and
Hmm.
for others it's ticket cost. And with inflation and people on fixed incomes, their incomes didn't go higher. Like mine won't while I'm on workers' comp. It's always going to be the same.
Yep.
Uh, so while inflation goes up, my pocketbook gets smaller. So I fully understand, So yeah, that's kind of why like you know everybody should experience a hunt if they're interested in it. Um, if you're not, it's no harm, no foul to not go to one. But
Yeah.
if people are interested in it, you should be able to. I found out the gologist this weekend. No, still my shoulder was okay for a little while, about an hour or so. But I hold my elbow to my side and just kind of move my wrist. Ah, speaking of
Diana.
Diana, but my back was I just couldn't. I think I detected maybe,
Yep.
like I said, half hour, 45 minutes. And then I did the seated hunt for a few minutes and then mostly kept an eye on my sister while she was doing the seated hunt. because that was literally the second time she was detecting ever in her life.
Oh wow.
So,
She do any good?
yeah, she found one target. I went overheard it and had her come over because she was using the AT Pro, and you
Okay.
know, there were a lot of multi frequencies out there that weren't putting it in single, and there were a
Yeah.
lot of single frequencies that were having difficulty because of the multis. So, like, here's a word of advice, people: not everybody swings a multi frequency machine. So, if you're in a seated hunt, you go to an event, and you're in a seated hunt. Number one, unless they specify to you that the targets are deep, they usually no more than 3 or 4 inches max. So you don't need your sensitivity all the way up during a seated event. And number two, all multis can be put in single. The people who don't want to give up their single frequencies or can't afford a newer machine just right now shouldn't, they paid the same fee to be there that you do. So I find it not very classy of a person to know that you're destroying any single frequency around you to the point where they can't hear anything. And I find it unfair. So that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but that's how I feel about it. When I went into the seated hunt, I put my knocks in single frequency and I put my sensitivity down to about 2, 3 bars because I knew that they were all going to be 2, 3 inches deep, maybe four max.
Yeah, smaller coil does help to dig.
Yeah, but it's up there. There you go, Rob. Yeah. So I told her to stay away from people as much as she can. And the way he did the seated hunt was that you didn't stand around the edge. It was the other way of doing the hunt where you just pick a spot.
Okay.
So the whole field's open for you. You just pick a spot in the middle of the field and start there. Diana says, "Hello, everyone. I'm trying to cook me some dinner, so I'm back and forth." Yeah, so
I need. I got to get glasses because I thought that said so I'm back and fart. I need glasses.
back. Maybe you do. Miss Charlie
No,
wants to
I
know if
don't
you.
have it. I don't have it. I don't have the link on me. I left it in my other pants. Sorry, Charlie.
I had some guy follow me around with his AT Pro Max or Air AT whatever. Always interfered with the Nox. Well, the Nox actually does much more damage to that Garrett. No matter what frequency you put your Garrett in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, Trust me when I say that guy, all he heard was man, 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 man. That's it. Don't hear nothing else. I know from experience. You might get some like chatter in the background. I get it too, but with the Nox, but that AT Pro or that AT Max, they're suffering. They're not hearing anything. So for him to follow you around, that wasn't real bright of him.
Patrick, nobody's going to laugh in this chat about the Xterra Pro. Not a problem. You pick
Why
one
would anybody
machine,
laugh? Everybody's
use it.
pocketbook is different.
Pick a machine, use it, learn it. That'll be the best machine you own.
No, none of us have Elon Musk's pocketbooks here.
No.
Look, Patrick, I say it all the time. When people say, "What machine should I get?" Or I'm looking to get one. Which machine should I get? Blah blah blah. Look, get the one you could afford. That's not made in China. That's that's that I have to stress. It's not off of Amazon. Made in China. One of the main brands. Get one you can afford. That's in your price range because they all go beep beep. Not the ones in China. And learn it. That's the best machine out there. Diana's making spaghetti noodles cooked in soy sauce and beef bouillon with pepper, celery, carrots, and onions. The college has started out with a bounty hunter gold digger, $79. They all find metal, except for the ones made in China.
I think almost everybody in this chat swung a bounty hunter at first. I know I did.
No doubt. I did noise cancel and also switch frequencies. I mean, he was right at my heels. He was doing his own damage to himself, Danny boy. Trust me when I say you can do whatever you want with your. You can noise cancel and get clear, but he was suffering. I promise you. I that's from experience. I'll interfere a little bit with you with my AT Pro, but you're gonna drown me out with the knocks. Diana said, "Well, I would be following somebody around if I didn't know what I was doing."
See,
No
Wayne,
Chinese
there's nothing wrong with a
comedian.
bounty hunter. Yep.
China's latest metal detector, Ferret AT Wax. Not me. AT Pro was my baby. I walked YouTube 43 years before I made a purchase.
Hey,
Oh, I
Calvary.
watched. She didn't speak to text, I think. I watched YouTube for 3 years before I made a purchase. Wayne still
Yeah,
swings
I
his
was
bat.
reading that going. I was like, I didn't think YouTube was around for 43 years.
My speak to text does that. Patty Disharoon made an appearance. Good to see you. Danny Boy started out with a Bounty Hunter Tracker 4, and T started out on the Junior. We slayed it. I started on a Tracker 4 too, and I used to tell people, I used to suggest that all the time. It's less than $100. It has 2 tones, dig it or don't.
Yep.
And this way you're not relying on VDI because that's not that accurate. And you know, you're gonna find stuff, but you're gonna find trash too. It goes hand in hand. You're gonna find more trash than treasure. So in VDI, it could be deceitful and deceiving. Like I don't really know the Deus 2 yet, so I dig the head stamps. But I know with my AT Pro, even though it says 53 on my VDI, I'm not going by the VDI. I'm going by the tone. Cavalry relics and kernels collecting and detecting. Hey guys,
Hello.
Cavalry relics says I started with a Tesora over 20 years ago. Wayne started with a cheap Radio Shack. Diana said I dig everything that gives me a good repeatable beep. Exactly. But on top of that, everybody will tell you, sing, I told my sister too, dig the solid tones. But do you guys know Nightbot in the chat? Is bad news, just my opinion. Yeah, I know I set it up. I should only be saying membership and Facebook group. And I try to make sure it's not like putting that in the chat every 3 minutes. I've been in chats where they've had their Nightbot time that way.
Oh yeah.
Marty said, Christmas 1995, he got a Jetco Mustang. Loretta's going to take her Chatty Vanquish for 40 to the Florida dig. Hey, the Vanquish is a good machine. Wanted you to sign into your Facebook and you're already on Facebook. I think because it's an external link. So it's not actually in the app. It's actually going on a web browser when you hit that link. That's why. Like when you hit a link for a video on YouTube, say on your phone, it'll bring you to an external YouTube, not your app. So when you go to hit the video like, it'll say, want to sign in. Now, over the past year or so, they've got it up on the right hand, right up on the top towards the right. There's a button that says open an app. So if you open it in the app, it brings you right to your YouTube app that you're already signed into. So this is doing the same thing. When you're in this, you're on the YouTube app. You're hitting a link for Facebook. It's bringing you to an external link. That's the easiest way I could explain it. So
No problem, Patrick.
Danny Boy said he got so good with
Nightbot is a
Crappy
pain in
4.
the ass.
We knew what was trash to clad. I ran in tone mode and adjusted tees to a nice setting. Analog over digital. I think analog has more fine tuning. It does. No problem, Patrick, by the way. Mark already said it, but I was catching
Yeah,
up
no
on the chat.
problem.
Yeah, no problem. I did set it up, but I hope that explains why it asked you to sign in. Um, I literally put that link to the group in Nightbot because if you just search on Facebook dirt therapy, there's about 4 million dirt therapy pages. It would be hard to find it. So that's why I did it that way. But I don't know yet if they have it set up to uh, open in app, just like Facebook does for YouTube. Maybe I don't know. I haven't experienced it yet, but see, even an old man can learn something. Oh, thank you, Rob. Danny Boy Just the Diggin' was gifted a membership from Mainly Dirt Fishing. Awesomeness. Oh, it did, Mark. Mark, you want to sign? You want to hop out and then come back in? What? I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. You all just watched that. Hey, JVP. You want to drop out and come back in? See if that works. Now it's just me. We'll see if he gets his microphone working. In the meantime, did any of you get out this weekend? Oh, for all the people that just came in, by the way, we're trying to get. Is anybody going to the Florida hunt in May? It's in Mississippi. If you are, keep digging metal detecting. Loretta is looking for a way there. I'm trying to think of who could help Loretta with her Vanquish. You know who, Loretta? Team Lynch, because I know they know their Vanquish pretty well. You might be able to ask them if they have an idea that can help you. I don't know. I know it's a mine lab. I don't know why. Did you check your connections with your coil? We'll get you there, Loretta. So you said the magic word right there. I'll probably be able to get there. Now we got to get you there. That's our goal now. Diana's first hunt, Loretta's first hunt, and you're welcome. Denada Taka. Um, and Patty D's first hunt. That's all for 2025. That's our goals. So I can't promise about going to the Florida hunt, but we'll definitely get you there. So, did anybody else get out this weekend? I mean, it was a beautiful weekend up here. It's a little chilly at night, I'll tell you that, because there was no heat in that place. No worries, Mark. Modern technology. Timothy found 1875 cc dime. Not me. I'm going to Florida in April. We have a condo that month. Robert speaking at a high school in April. Nice. I did an old school for about 2 hours. Didn't find any good stuff, but I had fun. Well, that's the part. Important. That's the important part, that you go out and you have fun. Is anybody planning on doing any fall hunts? Hopefully soon, Talka. Hey, Marvin. We'll get you on here soon. I gotta arrange it with. Hey, Mandy's Candy. Good to see you too. I have to get a hold of I don't know why, Cape Cod, and see if his wife wants to translate, and we'll have Taka on. Yodi went out this morning, found a gold ring, 10 carat, with purple heart-shaped stones. Nice. Marty went camping over the weekend. Got out today and dug a lead gargoyle. Oh, that's interesting. Here in Maine about outdoor passions and how to possibly make a living doing so. The geologist will be hunting his arse off all fall and winter. I wish I could. I do miss it. Like going out all day and finding something. Lucky Ducks Club is hunting Saturday, a natural hunt. We've barely had any this year compared to over the last 15 years. Over 15 last year. I did do my clubs hunts this year, but I didn't participate in our big one we have every September. I kind of just went and hung out and helped out, and I get that, Patrick. I'm sure there's probably clubs or club hunts or open hunts that are probably not too far. I mean, it's not like all the hunts I go to are in my backyard, that's for sure. Nice, Colleen. I might be there. I can't guarantee. That's the one next year, right? You're not talking about the December one. Nice, Robert. Mainly dirt fishing. Did post some pictures of stuff he got out of the ground. Very nice things he found. Oh yeah, the one in March. I might be at it. I'm hoping to be. We'll have to see. I don't know, but I'm hoping so. Nick Molnar. Taco saying hi to everybody. I'm thinking about it, Colleen. It's figuring out the logistics of where I'm gonna sleep at night. So have to see what is in my coffers for affordability. Hello from Canada, Nick Molnar. Speaking of Canada, Liz has been killing it. But outside of that, we'll probably cut it a little short tonight because unless you guys get real chatty. A little in pain, Nick. What's wrong? I mean, I know why I'm in pain. I decided that the top of my foot needed to be hurting along with the rest of my body, so it was feeling neglected. Yeah, Patrick, there's a lot of people that are can and when they can do get together with other detectorists, other YouTubers, or it's not just YouTubers that get together. Club members, people you meet in the chat that happen to live nearby. There's a lot of detectorists in Tennessee, Patrick. There's a lot, and you have a lot of history in Tennessee, by the way. No worries, Wayne. What is my favorite find? I have two. Oh, leg ulcers. Oh. Well, Nick, I'll show you why I'm a little in pain. That's the that's my foot, and above it, right here is my leg, and here's another view of that. It's blurry. This is my camera. It's terrible. The side view of my foot. Yeah. So my favorite find. Yeah. Let me find my first favorite find is my first and only so far complete shoe buckle. Nice, Patrick. A lot of history there. And my second favorite find is my sterling silver match safe. Those are my two favorite finds. Coins wise, I don't know. Could be my first Barber dime, or it could be my first Barber quarter, or my first Barber half, or my half reals, or my 1 real, which I gifted somebody. But I'm big on relics, and those are probably my two favorite relics that I've found. I mean, I have a lot that I like a lot, but those are my two favorite. My Rev War button. You don't want to know. Yeah, yeah. It's a. Do I have a picture of it? I do, but I don't think I do on here. Well, I had a plastic case for my Rev War British Navy button, and that's not it. Mike from Great Finds. I was going to dig with him, and he wanted to see it, so I brought it with me, and I put it in my. I think it's on my Instagram. No. So I put it in a plastic case that I was keeping it in, and I put it in my pocket. And I went down to see him, and we went into the river, and we were detecting, and a few times it went higher than my thighs. And the cargo shorts I was wearing, the pockets didn't really close. So needless to say, when I got out of the river, I no longer had the button. It is somewhere along the Monocacy River. And one day, or maybe never, but most likely, one day, somebody is going to be strolling along the edge of the river bank, or canoeing, or kayaking, or treasure seeking, and they're going to come across an American Revolutionary War British Navy button in a Civil War area and being very confused. So, yeah, that's what happened to my British Navy button. That's what we got here. Patty D's good friend, 3 Mercury dimes, and a 56D Rosie. Nice. Oh, speaking of, Great Finds is here. I was telling that story, Mike. By the way, Great Finds and Aqua Chicken both said they'd keep an eye out for it, but It's probably not gonna be found. I am doing woodworking projects. Would anyone be interested in a small display cases? You're asking the right people. Yeah, it was in a little plastic case. Normally, I have like a little tiny version of it up here, but I don't think I do right now. I don't see it. Um, it was a little plastic case that's sealed shut. No, I don't have it up here. I have a smaller version. I don't see it. Oh, kind of like this, but bigger. And so when you shut it, it seals. So it's floating. It did float somewhere downstream, Mike. I'm just hoping it wasn't too far from that house. Yeah, Chig knows about it and Mike knows about it. Mike would recognize it way before Aqua Chigger would because um, he never saw the case, but Mike did. It's exactly like this, but bigger, and then the hinge and the clasp are bright yellow, so it'll stand out. Feel better, Nick. So good to see you again. I'm so glad you came by and visited. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, they'll put it on Facebook and say, "How did I find a Revolutionary War British Navy button in a plastic case near a Civil War site?" That's what they're gonna put it up there for, or it might end up on some of those fake find sites. But hopefully one day it'll be found. Who knows? It was mine briefly, and it's making its way to the next person who gets to find it and discover it. I was just the transportation, apparently. Let's organize a hunt party this spring. Yeah, let's all meet at the Monocacy River, uh, and just walk down it. It doesn't get very. It gets a little deep in some spots, but not over your head, unless you go out in the middle a little bit. But that's the same river that Mike. I don't know if you guys saw his Facebook a couple weeks ago now, and his video. Did you just put it out? Because I was away over the weekend. Um, check out Grapevine's video. Mike, you can put the link in here, and everybody check it out after the stream. Um, he found a belt plate and um, the buckle and the box plate, the breastplate, the buckle, and the box plate. All three of them. And really not that far from where I found the half real and the bullet that were next to each other. That's crazy, Mike. I'm still like super excited for you and Patrick. I was talking about it to Patrick at the Ansley Kate hunt, and that's just so awesome. And I'll see you later, Patty. He found so much. I'm surprised he didn't find a skeleton. Yeah, I mean, who knows how and why they were dropped? I mean, anything we find, some of it we know it was tossed. The fired bullets. That's obviously why we're finding them because they were fired. But some of the items that are dropped, you just have to wonder, like, what? Then I went down south and found the musket and box plate and breastplate. Yeah, that's just no worries, Patty. But you have a great night. And 40 bullets. That's just phenomenal, Mike. I mean, I'm super excited for you. I know you found a lot of things that had you shaking. That gold coin had you shaking, but I don't know if you could actually top that. I honestly don't. I think 40 is that all? I think that even tops the gold coin. But I mean, I really wish I was there, and I'm not saying it like I wish I was the one to find it. I just wish I was there when you found it. But your video is going to suffice, and I'll be watching that after this. But make sure you put the link in the chat so everybody can watch it. And if you're not already subscribed to Mike, go ahead and do that. Mike's a great guy. He's awesome. I really missed hunting with him and Patrick and Jill and this summer because I go out at least 3 or 4 times in the summer and just couldn't do it this year. But I'm hoping next year. Um, it probably did a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if it washed up on a bank. I mean, we only crossed it once, so for the most part, I think when I lost it, we were along the edge, so outside of the center current. So the current down the center of the river is literally almost a straight line. The currents on either side of the center are more, outward, and so I mean, it might have pushed it further along, but uh, go to your video, and at the search on the search bar, just left click, copy, and then paste it. LL do for you. Um, got 80,000 views. That's awesome, Mike. It should. That's just, I mean, people find uh, box plates, belt buckles, breastplates, but they don't really find all three. And a musket. It just, yeah, I remember that. That was at Digstock. That was at, as we lovingly refer to as COVID stock. But I was the only one that didn't go. I don't think Mike got sick either. I'm not sure. Did you get sick at that one, Mike? I didn't get sick of it. All right, so Loretta put the link. I'm going to pin it at the top. I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon here, unless you got anything else you want to talk about. So that link at the top is um, Mike's video of finding the breastplate, the buckle, and the box plate. And it's just Colleen didn't get sick either. The ones who did get sick were literally around each other a lot. Like I was around Matt. I was around Matt and Thomas and Dave and Bo and Gene P. She got it too. Matter of fact, I had Bo and Gene in my car. Robert and his son got it, and I believe you guys got it either at the tents or when we were doing that trek through the woods. All right, the gynecologist, I will. You remember Chick dead? I know, and Brad Martin got it. Yep. So what happened when they had a pre-party for the sponsors and the guests, like Aqua Chigger, Brad. I don't remember if Quarter Order was there. Steph Diggs. So a lot of them were at this pre-get together the night before, Friday night, and it was at that house that was on the property. And then Saturday morning, I was checking people in. I was helping set up. I was around all of them, and this close. Like I said, when Rob, his son, and Gene and Aqua Sugar and Mike came. Mike was already there, I think. But it was me, Robert, his son, Gene P, and Aqua Sugar all hiked through the woods to get to the doctor's house. And when we got there, I think you were already there, Mike, or did you walk with us through the woods? I can't remember that. It was the next day, Sunday, that I knew that Bo was sick because we were all together again, me, Mike, and Bo, and a couple Practical Ken, and we were in a spot that Mike wanted to check out. And just an hour or so after we got to that spot, Bo was like, "I have to rest." And I've hunted with him before, and I was like, yeah, "You don't rest. Something's wrong here." And so he texts me the next morning, Monday morning, and he says, "Yeah, I'm really sick. I got COVID. I just want to let you know." And I was like, "I appreciate it." But I pretty much didn't get sick. Yeah, we left the doctor's house and went to you, so it was the same day. So that was Sunday. Yeah, Brad has Lyme disease, uh, but he's taken the antibiotics and things. And yeah, we all came with Bo. I drove him there, and I did find an Indian head penny. That was literally the best find I had at that dig stock. Yeah, when Robert got back to Maine, he couldn't. He was sick and he couldn't walk. I remember that he had called me that he needed surgery. He ended up with titanium rods and pins from L2 to S1, which is actually where my herniations are: L2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5S1. Um, so yeah, COVID stock. Stop. All right. So before we get off here, he wants. Come on, I'm trying to make you face the camera so you can say nobody wants to see the side of your head. There you go. All right. Say hi. He must have heard me say we're gonna be ending soon. I found my collar disc World War One artillery and some flat buttons. Look, your friend Mike's in the chat. Do you remember when we drove and you got to meet Mike? Yeah. He was going in the river and we stopped because we were literally on the, it's a few miles off the interstate. So I guess that's it for this evening. Next week we would do a yeah, he loved meeting you too, Mike. He has lots and lots of friends. Um so we'll do a sticker pack giveaway next week. Does he? He's a what are you chewing on? There's nothing there. He's a Frenchie Beagle mix. So we'll end it on that note / saying hi to you all because he's an attention seeker. Um, I hope you all have a great rest of the week. If you can get out and dig, or uh, well, not just dig. What else can you do? Bottle dig, mudlark, magnafish, gold prospecting, whatever it is that you seek treasure, antiquing, uh, walking through old towns and looking at old architecture, whatever your treasure is. I hope you get out and find it this weekend. And oh, I'm putting it up, LL. It's going up with a little ice on it because I can feel the swelling while it's down. So, um, yeah, tell Bo don't give away all his hats, Mike, because I gotta. Even if I can't dig with you all, I need to drive down there and get a hat. I mean, I like my Mind Lab hat, but it's a little loose and it doesn't hold my GoPro that well. It goes like this. And Bo's hats are great. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and Mark for 3/4. Tom Kingery, have a great rest of the week. Like I said, if you're whatever treasure you seek, may you find it this weekend. If not, have a good time anyway. Um, and I will see you next Wednesday. Don't be selfish. Tell your friends to join us, and um, just talk about nothing or talk about a lot of stuff. It doesn't really matter. We're all just here to hang out and have a good time. Remember to be kind to each other. Kindness is free and it doesn't take much effort. If you have something nasty to say, it's better just not say anything at all. And I think that's about it. So see you next Wednesday night. And I know I'll see you in the chat somewhere over the week. Be sure to check out um, Mark the Berg tomorrow night. He is doing a stream, 7 p.m. EST. You got I Dig Fridays. You got Northeast Diggers now, I think, on Saturdays. You got Treasure Sundays. You got Monday Digs. Lots of things to watch, lots of places to hang out on all those back to back premieres. You got live streams all over the place. You got Pepperoos on Tuesday night. You got Flash in Your Pan on Tuesday night. You got Iron Antler Adventures on Wednesday night. Um, you got Monday nights. You got Treasure Vortex, which is a podcast soon that I think that we're going to have to move to YouTube because for some reason Spreaker's doing whatever they're doing. And you also have Treasure Talk. So there's so many places to hang out and say hi to each other. And even if you can't spend the whole time in a chat, spend a few minutes in the chat. It helps the host out as well. So good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. I appreciate each and every one of you because you guys give me somebody to talk to when nobody else does sometimes. No, I'm kidding. But no, I enjoy this, and I hope you do too. So see you in the chats. Peace.